The first chapter of the book of Titus, written by the Apostle Paul, serves as both an introduction and a foundational guide for leadership within the early Christian church. Addressed to Titus, a trusted companion and fellow missionary, Paul opens the letter by affirming his apostleship and mission to further the faith of God's elect and to teach them the truth that leads to godliness. Titus 1 verse 1. He emphasizes that this truth is based on the hope of eternal life, a promise from God who cannot lie. Paul then moves to the practical task at hand, instructing Titus to appoint elders, also known as overseers or bishops, in every town in Crete. These leaders must be of high moral character, faithful to their spouses, self-controlled, hospitable, and committed to sound doctrine. Paul is clear that church leaders must be able to encourage others by sound teaching and refute those who oppose it. Titus 1 verse 9. A major concern in this chapter is the presence of false teachers, particularly those from the circumcision group, who promote misleading doctrines for dishonest gain. Paul criticizes their destructive influence, noting that they are rebellious, full of empty talk, and deceiving whole households. He even quotes a Cretan poet who says, "Cretans are always liars, evil brutes, lazy gluttons," using this as a warning of the cultural challenges facing the church in Crete. Titus 1 verse 12. Paul concludes the chapter with a call to rebuke these deceivers sharply. Not out of anger, but to restore them to sound faith. He stresses that to the pure, all things are pure, but to the corrupt and unbelieving, nothing is pure, because their minds and consciences are defiled. In summary, Titus chapter 1 outlines the importance of godly leadership and doctrinal integrity in the church. Paul's instructions to Titus reflect the urgent need to preserve the purity of the gospel amid cultural and doctrinal confusion, laying a solid foundation for church governance and spiritual health.